The pace of financing has slowed down slightly. The Bitcoin ecological track is still a depression. Bitcoin continues to rise, risks intensify, and short-term corrections are inevitable. However, as the inflation rate drops, it will become more and more valuable in the future. Who says embracing Bitcoin is a mistake? El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele slaps everyone in the face. Bitcoin bull market officially begins. Developing countries lay out Bitcoin track. Brazil and South Africa have joined the game. Binance fails due to rapid growth. What will the new CEO do? Chad detonates the L market. Are countries around the world going to launch an AI war? Rethinking the world with cryptocurrencies. Master the 24-hour wealth password. Let's slowly become rich together.
Bitcoin surges. $36,500 is a new high this year. But don't be too happy too early. Let us take a look at the 4-hour MACD indicator. You can see the MACD indicator. It is a form of double deviation. This explains the price. Not enough on the upside momentum. It is very likely that there will be a new wave of callbacks. But how many callbacks can there be? We have reservations. Unless Bitcoin's rapid rise in this wave, it can make the diff line quickly break through 305. Only then can this wave of deviations be resolved. Otherwise, this wave of upside potential. In fact, it is limited. If the price is pushed down again, then everyone must get on bus. Next, let's take a look. Some financing situations in the primary market. Recent Ethereum expansion companies, called Stacker Labs, completed a $5.05 million in seed round financing. Their fee startup definitive for $0.1 million completed. But telecommunications solutions provider, a certain Netflix completed $3.1 million. You can see that as the price rises. The arrival of the bull market, project financing is also increasing. But behind the influx of hot money, everyone must be careful. Those under the banner of currency, under the banner of public chain, capital play to cut leaks, grayscale bat guest discount and premium situation. In fact, it is also market sensitive, an indicator of concern. The discount of BATC at the end of last year, minimum discount is 50%. But here comes Mavericks. The discount of BATC has also begun to slowly decrease, especially after July. Discount on BATC. A steep retracement begins. So far, the discount is only 12.26%. Why does BATC appear at a discount? It is because Grayscale has a relatively closed ecology. Plus primary market, there is no way to redeem its share, so its price will fluctuate greatly. Fortunately, the currency price is rising. Plus Grayscale has been trying to put BATC exchange for spot ETH into Bitcoin. It is possible that the discount of BATC will slowly disappear, eventually equivalent to Bitcoin. Good, please like it. We will pay attention immediately within 24 hours. Cryptocurrency news you must know. Today's headline is of course the Bitcoin price, breaking through a new high again, breaking the integer mark of 36,000. This performance can be said to be, put all investment products to shame. Also let all currency holders very happy know. You haven't had to do anything for the past month. Assets increased by 30%. Everyone started saying that we have made the right bet again. Bitcoin investment never let anyone down. In fact, Bitcoin's rise this time, it's not accidental. We all know many of the driving factors. I guess everyone has expectations for the future. A May pass in January. Bitcoin spot ETH fares. Got news. This wave of rise. In fact, with Grayscale on the news, to convert BATC into spot ETH, closely related, it is also an obvious bullish signal.
Just when the price of Bitcoin is soaring, there's a big news coming. SEC actually and Grayscale. Regarding the conversion of GBTC to spot ETF, negotiations started. CoinDesk sources said. Since winning the court case, Grayscale keeps dealing with SEC and marketing department. Keep in touch with the company's finance department. However, the negotiations are still confidential for now. Regarding interactions with the SEC, Grayscale General Counsel Craig Song said, currently Grayscale is only focusing on constructive re-engagement with trading and markets. Did not elaborate on the details. SEC spokesperson declined to comment on the new negotiations.
If you look at the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, this is the main entity that would face a conversion. This is one of the longest standing, largest trusts holding Bitcoin, in which retail and institutional investors have been able to gain exposure for many, many years now. You are looking at discount to net asset value really narrowing here. At this very moment, it stands at about 24% under its net asset value, but that is expected to narrow as they get closer to the ETF conversion, which has really become a main thesis for investing in this fund.
In fact, Grayscale and Coinski belong to the same parent company, Digital Money Group, so it seems that there may be inside information. It really drove up the price of the currency. But some people say this is good news deliberately released, just to stimulate the rise in currency prices. No matter how it goes up, rise will cure all diseases. With Bitcoin's strong performance, the performance of other mainstream currencies is also very strong. Among the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization, the biggest increase in the past 24 hours, it actually reached 3.43%. Among them, Dogecoin and ethereum is followed by a high increase in. Market analysts also said that this step up, in addition to the benefits of Doge, many mainstream institutions have begun to enter the currency circle. It is also one of the driving factors for the rise in currency prices. What do you think? I know till now, there are many investors too lazy to have a cold wallet. They all put a lot of assets placed on the exchange. Of course, for transactions, it's very convenient. But in terms of security, this is not a wise choice, because most centralized exchanges are want to say anything about inserting the pin in the code period. The situation of running away due to lightning explosion. The risks are the same. Thinking back on this bull market, everyone saw Skek's zombie who flew. Takers running away, so many bloody lessons. Can't we still let everyone have some snacks? Regulation of exchanges, supervision of centralized institutions. It has always been on the market now. What everyone is looking forward to. In order to cater to this trend, the Hong Kong government just after the Peck incident increased the security for the issuance of licenses and online currencies. Strict screening and regulations have been implemented. Recently, the United Arab Emirates, they also began to put the gunpoint of supervision into targeting the cryptocurrency market.
Central Bank of United Arab Emirates and National Anti-Money Laundering, Combating the Financing of Terrorism, and the Unlawful Organization Financing Commission recently issued regulations targeting those operating in the country. Virtual Asset Service Provider. New joint guidance. The new guidelines include, within the jurisdiction, penalties for VASPs without proper licensing. These regulators issued a checklist called VSB Red Flags. The list includes lack of regulatory clearance, unrealistic promises, poor communication, lack of regulatory disclosures, and more suspicious indicators. In new file, the central bank also pointed out, VSB operating in UAE without valid license will be subject to civil and criminal penalties. Also, the document also emphasizes licensed financial institution, designated non-financial corporations and licensed VASPs demonstrate a willingness to deal with unlicensed VASPs will also be subject to sanctions by law enforcement agencies.
So everyone sees that the Middle East, especially Dubai United Arab Emirates, this is where all the hot money pours in. Compared to 10 years ago, the cryptocurrency ecosystem in the Middle East, especially Dubai, there has been a qualitative change. Great progress. In the past, it might just be some funds, some scam projects. Scammers from all over the world are in Dubai. Now everyone can see that there can be exchanges. There can be a basic track. People who can have community operations. An encrypted ecosystem began to gradually form. So now for centralized institutions, be stricter in management. I think there's nothing wrong with it.
Actually begins. Developing countries lay out Bitcoin track. Brazil and South Africa have joined the game. Binance fails due to rapid growth. What will the new CEO do? China detonates the L market. Are countries around the world going to launch an AI war? Rethinking the world with cryptocurrencies. Master the 24-hour wealth password. Let's slowly become rich together.
Safi and Duffy can be said to be two completely different financial models. Safi is a centralized organization to manage operations. including various trading platforms and lending platforms, and FE's completely decentralized model, completely through smart contract blockchain technology, to maintain its competitive advantage. With the current development of blockchain technology, more and more assets will be tokenized in the future, so these tokenized assets need a safe and convenient storage, and a platform that can be traded, so the emergence of decentralized wallets, it just meets the market demand. Binance recently conducted a very noticeable update. Web3 wallet is about to be launched.
For most users, Web3 is quite complex. Binance Web3 wallet is built into the Binance app, self-hosted cryptocurrency wallet, designed with user experience as the first priority. The goal is to improve Web3 accessibility, make it easier for users to get started. Users can now use a secure, streamlined process across multiple networks at the best price, exchange thousands of tokens, explore a variety of dApps between exchange and wallet, transfer funds quickly, earn income and more with cryptocurrencies, all within a single, reliable wallet. Binance founder Changpeng Zhao believes that Web3 wallet can not only store digital assets, it is also in the Web3 architecture, an integral part, empower individuals to achieve financial autonomy. And those who have the same view as Lao Changpeng, and the founder of OKX, Su Mingxin.
In fact, on the decentralized wallet track, OX is far ahead of Binance. Web3 wallet among BRAC20 trading tokens, occupying a very leading position. OX wallet so far, Bitcoin's ordinals transactions accounted for 72%. The second place Uniswap only accounted for 21%. When can Binance catch up from behind? Judging from Binance's user base, it has great potential and possibility. The addition of Binance means that the king status of Web3 wallet track will face a reshuffle situation. Who will lead the market then? It will become a major attraction. In general, Binance Web3 wallet, on the integration of Safi and DeFi, it's a very useful attempt. It also illustrates the competition among exchanges, ushered in a new focus. Let's take a look at a man in Italy, very keen on Simpson style. The artist is Serno Reno. He posted an unofficial Simpson NFT project named Springfield Punks for a while in the NFT community. It sparked topics and discussions. It uses free casting, so its full price, in a short time, it soared to 0.4 ethereum, starting from November 6th, less than 2 days. Transaction volume exceeded 1,800 ethereums, so take advantage of this market boom. Sonorino once again releases a new series of NFTs, but this time it is on sale. But it didn't bring any good news.
Posted by artist Sonoro, the second series of NFT projects. It's called Springfield Punk's Treehouse of Horror. The background set in it is to pay tribute to the Simpsons cartoon, Treehouse of Horror's annual Halloween animated series. But in the overall NFT market, when trading volume is low, Sonoro adds to his second series of works, increased to 10,000. The sale price also ranges from free casting to rising to 0.03 ETH. What's even more exaggerated is time for the original holder to mint a new series for free. Only 15 minutes. This profit-oriented sales method also led the new series of works. Only 1,005 were minted. Sluggish liquidity. It also allows holders to sell immediately after buying. The floor price even fell below 0.03 ETH at one point.
In fact, Sonorino's plan, coins will be issued in the near future. Also send a coin called Donut, although the details of the token have not been made public yet. But now the community is condemning him. It is one wave after another. Everyone thought that he would die in less than 2 days. A series of sales actions. I want to make money by relying on the popularity. Many people suggested that the total amount of the second series should be lowered a bit, or the price is lower. Otherwise, it is easy to fail the sale. So affected by this incident, Springfield Punk's lower price for first series, it's been falling all the way, from the current 0.35 Ethereum. It collapsed to 0.05. Ethereum fell by 85%. What's the future for Springfield Punks and its program? Everything depends on his operator.
Commodity Futures Trading Commission CFTC stated. 2023. The CFTC filed 47 litigation involving acts related to digital asset commodities. Counted for those filed during the same period. More than 49% of all lawsuits. Ripple CEO stated. US. SEC's actions against encryption industry, failure to protect investors. Need to reassess its regulatory strategy. The industry needs a new tailor-made regulatory framework. Appropriate consideration of the nuances of digital assets. The FTX User Alliance tweeted. FTX is a great brand. If there is no such brand, FTT wouldn't hit a $1 billion market cap today. And considerable trading volume. We recommend rehiring the marketing department. Stablecoin BUSD on Binance spot trading. The share is gradually decreasing. In November this year, it was less than 3%. Is 2.2%. BUSD accounted for 36.16% in the same period last year. After this, the USD share gradually decreases and fell below 10% in August this year. Moody's credit rating agency. The U.S. credit outlook has been adjusted from stable to negative. The reason is concern over persistent fiscal deficits and debt.
Let me tell you one more. You may not know it well. A short story about the currency circle. Bitcoin in its early days. I've faced it many times. Critical moment of life and death. There used to be one of the biggest risks. A community member named Bill. He discovered that in the early days of Bitcoin mining, there are loopholes in its code. Not only can you get more than Bitcoin for free, and it can be reversed, attack the entire Bitcoin network. But Bill didn't use his loophole to seek personal gain. Instead, submit this vulnerability to the community. Quickly updated and iterated the code, so Bill was invited to became one of the developers of Bitcoin Core. Someone asked him why. He said that for his own ideal. What is the ideal of a Bitcoin developer? That one day I can replace the traditional financial system is riddled with holes. You can also see Bitcoin miners. Developers too. Coin holders are also good. In fact, in everyone's mind, we all have that ideal, right? All content of today's program above. If you think our channel is valuable, welcome to like or forward us. In this link, you can see all member benefits. We hope to be in the bull market with you. Keep calm. Let us slowly become rich together. See you tomorrow.